Good morning. I want to talk about a couple things this morning that are kind of interesting that do have to do with the government, that have to do with the Bank of New York, has to do with global warming, it has to do with the fact that our species has been misled by some evil people here at the end of our species, basically. At the end of our species. And I say it's the end of our species because the very same people who are evil, who are trying to control our species, who are actually controlling our species, these very same people are what's causing our species to die and what's causing our planet to die. Remember when you were a kid? You went to school. They told you all these tales of justice and equality, these fairy tales of doing the right thing, telling the truth when somebody asks you, don't lie, be good. They actually send you to Sunday school. Some people will tell you religion, blah, blah, blah. They'll actually tell you all these things you're supposed to do and be, which is a total fairy tale because when you grow up, well, actually before you grow up, you start realizing. You watch TV and you see, okay, so the Bible teaches me I shouldn't cheat on my wife and I shouldn't screw my neighbor over and, I shouldn't try to trick my friend or whatever, all these things, right? But then you watch all this programming on TV or wherever, and that's all it is. Tricking your wife, cheating on your wife, cheating your neighbor, whatever. Getting the better of your neighbor and tricking your friend. And it's all this weird, evil stuff. So wait, how is it that we went from, these fairy tales we were told by adults, be good, tell the truth, don't hurt people, everybody's equal. How do we go from that to lie until the cows come home, lie, cheat, and steal until they catch you? These are the same people. These same people who went and told us all our lives that we were supposed to be good, not lie, cheat, or steal. They're the ones doing it. So let me put it in perspective with the bank for a minute. So if you're the fiduciary and you're supposed to represent me as the beneficiary in my best interests, how is it you're allowed to lie, cheat, and steal like basically every single day that the trust is in its inception? How is it you're able to justify saying, oh yeah, I'm not guilty until you take me to court? Wait a minute, what happened to those principles, those religious principles? Take whatever religion you want that you're a part of. I'm sure plenty of people at the Bank of New York are religious. I'm sure they were all told when they were kids, don't lie, don't cheat, don't steal, don't kill, don't do this and that, be a good little boy. Or be a good little girl. And in fact, that's anything but what's happening. So I'll go back to the Bank of New York for a minute. If you are the fiduciary and you lie to the beneficiary for years, you can't say that you upheld the law, and you can't say that you upheld your fiduciary responsibility. In fact, it's called a breach of fiduciary. So how is it we went from kids and being told to be good and do good and don't lie and tell the truth and don't hurt others and to lie, cheat, and steal till the cows come home, until they sue you, until they win, litigate until the end, make their life so that, in fact, not only lie, cheat, and steal, but when you know you're being attacked for lying, cheating, and steal, this is what the bank does. It will attack you. It will try to invalidate you. It will try to drive you under. It'll try to do weird stuff. It'll play with your money. It'll withhold your payment like it did to me the other day. Or it'll withhold your payment until like the last minute, possible minute. It'll just do everything the most fucked up possible way it can without being accused of breaking the law. That's not being a good fiduciary. That's being crappy. And that's why our world is going to hell in a handbasket. To make things worse, as if that wasn't bad enough. I mean, lying, cheating, and stealing in order to destroy the world. Not thinking of the future at all. Like a couple of leaf cutter ants cutting all the leaves off of one tree and not thinking about tomorrow. And not leaving something for tomorrow. But if that wasn't bad enough, I'm going to talk about this situation because this is really disturbing. This same group of evil people that lies and cheats and steals and goes around telling everybody else to be good, do good, don't do don't do what we do. Do what we say, don't do what we do. This same group of people I'm pretty sure, is responsible for the deaths of all of my like heroes and icons and, you know, role models, or whatever you want to call them. Let's see. Let's go through a couple of them. The list is not complete by all means. There's many people I probably have forgotten. John F. Kennedy, Robert Kennedy, Martin Luther King. How about John Lennon? How about Peter Tosh? How about Jimi Hendrix? How about Stevie Ray Vaughan? How about Bob Marley, because we're not sure whether they really killed Bob Marley or not. How about, like, take your pick of just about any famous good person that was trying to make the world a better place that was assassinated. All of those people, all those good people who were striving to make the world a better place were killed. Gandhi, how about Gandhi? Some of those people who were killed, who were murdered by evil people, not only were they good people, but some of them went to prison like I did. So they stood up for their beliefs. They were punished for their beliefs. They suffered for their beliefs. And then they were killed for their beliefs. But we're all told that, oh, don't kill, don't do this, don't do that, don't lie, don't cheat, don't steal. And when we kill your favorite heroes and leaders and icons and whatever for being good people, don't do anything about it either. Go home and go, oh, he was a good guy. Too bad he's gone. That's about all you're allowed to do. If you try to do anything, if you try to investigate who killed him, if you try to take revenge upon the people who killed your heroes, the government itself won't let you. Which brings me to my next point. So let's go to Jamal Khashoggi for a minute. I talked about this in some other videos, but I think they were buried. How is it that someone like Prince Mohammed bin Salman and the Saudi government can actually, in a foreign country, even like Turkey, okay, with a U.S. citizen, a guy who became a naturalized U.S. citizen, who's a reporter for the Washington Post, Jamal Khashoggi, how is it that you're allowed to kill this guy and nothing happens to you? I just don't get it. But let's back up for a minute. How is it, let's look at this for a second. Society versus an individual. Why is it okay for a country to go to war against another country? How does the government justify that? When as an individual, if you try to kill somebody, it's murder and you're going to go to prison for doing it. And you'll be punished and it's murder and this and that and the other thing. And you'll be processed and your life will be ruined for the rest of your life because you killed somebody. But let's say you killed that somebody because they were just bothering you like forever for your whole life. And they wouldn't stop. And you couldn't get anybody else to stop them. Are you just supposed to keep letting them bother you? Or aren't you supposed to kill them? You ever seen a stray dog in the street lying down for another stray dog to just kill it? Oh yeah, just come and kill me, I'll just die for you. No. If a stray dog is being bothered by another stray dog day after day, eventually that stray dog is just going to kill that other stray dog, so it leaves it alone. Why is it a country is allowed to go attack another country and seek and have no legal or moral retribution sought against it? How can you justify that as a country, killing somebody and not having any detrimental effects happen to you? But as an individual, we're not allowed to. Even when we're right. Even when we're right because somebody else is really, really bothering us, almost every time that person goes to jail for committing murder. But as a society and a country, we're allowed to do that every day. I just don't get that. Please, somebody, if you're out there and you're watching this video, and you can explain that issue to me, the philosophical difference between a country attacking another country and a person attacking a person. Please explain the difference to me. And why that would be okay for a country to do it and why not an individual. And why have all our heroes and icons and leaders been killed and nobody's really said anything about it? And why are we told that we're supposed to be good and not lie, cheat, or steal when we're children, but all we see from big banks like the Bank of New York is that they'll go around lying and cheating and stealing until the cows come home, until somebody takes them to court. And even when you take them to court, they're going to litigate the hell out of it and maybe fire PIs and find you and do things to you to make you be quiet. How is that possible? Why is that acceptable? And why are we still in this year, the year of 2019, still thinking that that's okay in this modern world? Because it's not. I wish everybody would just go out and plant some trees like I'm doing. I think the world would probably be a better place. Until that day, this is Leopold Richard Bamberger Alavisas reporting to you from somewhere on the Oaxacan coast.